we're going to do one quick thing. I'm going to go live on Facebook. I'm going to go live on I'm going to try to go live on Instagram. I'm going to try to go live in quite a few places. So it looks like that we're trying to get some folks going here. You guys got a great show this morning. We have the beautiful, the wonderful, the exhilarating Miss Bowl, and she's going to let you know exactly who she is and let her know and let you guys know what she plans to do here in Savannah. So let me just bring her on the stage. Hold on just a momento.
Hello, beautiful.
How are you? How are
I am
you?
well. I am well. You look fabulous as usual.
Oh,
As you
thank you.
absolutely.
Thank you
Absolutely. Well,
so
good
very much.
morning. Good
Man, I've been
morning.
trying to get you on the show.
You
I'm telling
have,
you.
and
It's
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
I
She
was like,
stayed
now
on.
wait a minute. I know I look, that's okay because I got you on right now. That's
Yes.
the cool thing.
Yes.
I got you on.
Thank you.
So let me know and your viewers know who you are and what's down the pipe for you.
Oh, I'm excited. My name is Lori Monica Bowles, and I am running for the 8th County Commissioner seat. And I am excited. I've met so many wonderful people on the campaign trail. I am, in fact, I'll tell you a little bit about that about last night. Okay. But I
Yes.
am a native of
Yes.
Savannah, a native of Carver Village. I went to St. Vincent's Academy, and I got a scholarship to Howard University, and that's where I studied stormwater civil engineering. And my focus was on stormwater, right? And so, when I hear people complaining about flooding issues, I said,
Mm.
okay, I think I can do something about this. So
Oh
28
wow.
years. I was 28 years as a AFSCME District Council 47 union stormwater engineer. And then I did, let's see, I went on and earned a master's in city and regional planning.
Mm-hmm.
And I spent the next 5 years as a nonprofit executive director. And in
Oh.
that position, I worked on environmental justice issues. And it has been exciting all along the way.
Mm-hmm.
And in that capacity, Senator Cory Booker sent a draft of the Environmental Justice Act to my office, and it
Mm-hmm.
included a lot of information about air quality.
Mm-hmm.
So I added language, with my background, I added language about stormwater management and equitable access to infrastructure. We added some language about contaminated land and how to deal with that. So, and I've always lived in a port city.
Uh,
So, I've hosted some port conferences, clean port conferences. I
mm-hmm.
spoke to, I want to say it was about a year ago now. I spoke to two young ladies who were just hired at the port to
Mm-hmm.
address clean port issues. So to help protect our residents, right? We want the
Ah.
economic benefits of the port, but we also want to help and protect our residents. So Monalisa, I retired after 33. I came home.
Wow, I heard that. I heard that. So,
Yes.
speaking of retirement, so what you been doing with your time?
Well, I've been traveling and enjoying myself, and but I tell you, I the one of the things I wanted to, because there's a lot of hours in the day, in the
Oh
day
yeah.
when you're
Oh
used to
yeah.
filling it with work, right? So
Mm.
I've been sitting on the MPC,
Okay.
and for the 4 years, and this is my fifth year, and
Mm-hmm.
my colleagues elected me to serve as treasurer in this term. Yeah,
Okay.
so that
Okay.
I've been doing that. In fact, we had a really great meeting on Tuesday. Um, and there are a couple of projects came through. Some were great for our communities and we voted
Uh-huh.
them up, and then
Mm-hmm.
some were not and we voted them down. And typically
So
what happens is
what was voted down?
well, there was going to be they want to put a recycling center on Louisville Road. Um, I know, I know, right,
Holy cow.
right at Fair Street,
Are
right
you
as you
serious?
Yes, and he was telling me, "Oh, won't be that many trucks." And I said, I have never been at that intersection when there wasn't three trucks behind me, three
At
trucks in front
least,
of me, and three trucks coming, in the opposite traffic lane. And
at
there's no
least.
way. But
It's
I think what
crazy.
yeah, and he's been operating without a license. So I just couldn't. And the Woodville residents were there. And, there were some people said, well, you do want to give a businessman a chance. I said, not on the backs of these people. You're not going to
Absolutely
do that.
not.
You
Absolutely
get your
not.
life together and you can come back. Get your life together and then we'll consider you come back. But I already told him, I said, look, not another ounce of pollution. That's it. Because
Oh
they
my
tried to put one
gosh.
in Carver Village on Carroll Street. And yeah, right there as you get off the highway. And we fought that back. So
Wow.
the
So you've been
residents
doing a lot of
showed
fighting.
uh, and the residents showed up and let you know exactly what they want. And I was so glad to see Woodville, Carver Village showed up when it was their turn. But when, and that's to say, it's not that we want to fight everything. We want
Mhm.
some good stuff. We'll vote something up. If you bring something good, you will definitely accept it. Yeah, but we can't take.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So
Absolutely.
I'll tell you, last night I met with Cody in Garden City at
Okay.
his restaurant. At his restaurant, I've been to his restaurant so many times.
Oh
People
yeah, me
say,
too. He's got good
"Oh, it's
food.
delicious. The food is delicious." And so,
Yes.
um, I mean, even when we were opponents, my campaign manager said, "What are y'all doing here?" I said, "You know, y'all are opponents, right?" I said, "We have work to do, and we
But
promised to work together, and we're going to."
well, that's just
Absolutely.
like the presidency, where
Mhm.
everybody's fighting, and then once one gets with the candidate gets chosen, then everybody
Right.
has to get on board. That's
That's
just how
right.
it goes. That's just how it
That
goes.
that's right.
So
We
so it's a runoff or something like that, right?
runoff on June 18th, Tuesday. Tuesday, there's a runoff.
This coming
So
Tuesday.
this Tuesday. Absolutely. So you got to get out there and vote one more time. Vote one more time.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
whoever wins June 18th is the Chatham County Commissioner for the 8th District. So you got to get
Oh,
out there and vote once again. So
wow. So what are you standing on? What's the platform?
my platform is housing security,
Mm-hmm.
uh, environmental justice, of
Mm-hmm.
course, and economic inclusivity. So I have raised, and I said everything that I've done anywhere, projects that I've worked around the country, when I came home and I see there's a need, I want to make
Mm-hmm.
sure that Savannah and Chatham County have the same benefits that other communities have had. So I have raised $13 million to build 75 units of affordable housing with
Woohoo!
my church had a community development corporation, so I'm a grant writer. So we applied and we got the funds and we built 75 units of senior housing.
Mm,
Then on under President, well, it was Vice President Biden,
mhm,
and
mhm.
I
Yeah,
raised
yeah.
$1 million for job training programs, and we
Mhm.
raised so much money that then Vice President Biden brought the first middle class task force to our city to honor the work that we've done. I got a chance to meet him. I told him a funny story. He's a funny guy, and yeah, he's a
Easy.
wonderful. Yes, he's so funny. He's hilarious. So then the last thing on environmental justice, and I told you about Senator Cory Booker sending the act to my office. So
Yes.
the act introduced to Congress in 2021 and that passed. So I'm running on housing security because I know how to get the funds for housing security, environmental justice, and economic inclusivity. We want to make sure that all of our residents, regardless of where they sit economically, are able to participate in the process, right? We don't want to leave
Mm,
anyone behind because then, we complain. We don't want to pay. And it's important. We have to make sure that the person we send to that seat is able to manage those. There's a lot of tax dollars that we're sending, and we want to make sure it's spent well. So
uh,
we want the expertise to say, yeah, I know how to spend the funds. I know how to even bring funds to the to projects that we want. So now I'll tell
mm,
you, it was 2022 when I asked the American Institute of Architects. I've worked with them in other cities, in
uh-huh,
New
uh-huh.
Orleans, Katrina,
Uh-huh.
and I wanted to make sure when I saw the conditions, I said, you know what, we can do better. So
Absolutely.
I wrote 50 pages and asked them to come to Savannah. They accepted the application. They brought a team in 2022. In
Wow.
fact, Colin Powell's cousin was on the team. There was a gentleman from South Carolina, Charleston. He came. It was about 5 or 6 of them from around the country, and they came and gave us 40 pages to deal with housing, transportation, health, environmental justice, all kind. You name it. What we want to do, we had them housed at the Floyd Adams Center municipal
Hmm.
complex, and they were there for a week. And residents can go and tell them, impart the wisdom of the community to those who were visiting us. So
Mm,
they sat there for a week. They gave us a plan at the end of the week. It was presented at the Coastal Georgia Center. But I
hmm.
know that a lot of people in the entire county, or at least the 8th district, was not able to participate. So we want to open that back up and ask them, is there anything they want to add to this plan so we can hit the ground running, right? So we can
Wow. Wow.
we have expert opinions, and we also want the opinions of the community because they know what's best. They know what they want. They know what was on the site already. That they were able to provide a lot of wisdom. So we want to hit the ground on that. Yeah.
Absolutely. So you've been what, born and raised here, or did you
Born
come
and
from a
raised in
different?
Carver Village. Yep, Carver
Wow.
Village.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
Julius. Good morning. You got my vote. I encourage
Uh,
everyone to go vote for Miss Lauren Monica
oh,
Bowles.
yeah, thank you, Mr. Hall. How are you? Good morning. Thank you.
Julius, sharing the show now with my platform of viewers. Okay, awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you. He's always been so supportive of the show. That's awesome.
Awesome.
So
Great.
yeah, so who is your opponent? Who is the running opponent that you have to go against this Tuesday? Or is
It's
it Tuesday?
Marsha Buford is my opponent.
Okay, okay.
Uh-oh, we got stuck. We
Oh,
buffered.
did we?
Yes, for a minute. So yes, Marsha Buford is my opponent.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And so how close was it?
Oh, very close. We were only separated by 15 votes. 15.
Holy cow.
There's been some conversation about changing the process in Georgia where if you don't get 50%, you automatically end up in a runoff. I won,
Wow.
I think, 10 of the 16 precincts. 10 of the
Mhm.
16 precincts, but I just didn't get 50%.
That is
So we have to run off again.
insane.
Yes. Yes. And I have
Wow.
been everywhere in the county, right? So I'm from
Everywhere. I
Garden
know I saw
City.
you at a restaurant myself.
Yeah, and the city council meetings, neighborhood meetings, all of that. So, and I got a lot of support out in Chatham County, beyond Savannah, in Savannah, and I'm so thrilled about that. And I'm thrilled about that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Awesome sauce. That's awesome. I mean, that's
yeah.
incredible. Absolutely incredible. And
New.
I'm looking forward to the information. I really, really
Okay.
am.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and did you want to say anything else before I let you go?
Oh, absolutely. I want to thank those who voted for me on May 21st, and I'm asking them to come out and vote again on June 18th. And I also want to thank, I have an awesome team. That's first and foremost. I have an awesome team of people who've been helping me and those who endorsed me from Garden City. Two
Mm-hmm.
council persons, the mayor of Garden City endorsed me. There are people in Port Wentworth, Pooler, Savannah. And so I'm very appreciative of all the endorsements that I received across the 8th district. Thank you so much
Awesome.
for having me. I appreciate you.
Well, no problem. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. I'm so happy for you and
Thank you.
hoping, hey, fingers crossed, fingers
That's
crossed.
right. That's right.
So we'll have you back on, and in case if you do want to come back on, we would love to
Oh,
have you back on as
I,
the 8th district
I
commission.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much again, and I hope you have a wonderful morning. And next time we'll have it flow a little smoother the next time you come on.
It's all right. It's
All
us.
right.
Yes, we're
Thank
good. Bye bye.
you.
Thank
Have
you.
a great one.
You
Bye
too.
bye.
Bye bye.
Wow, that was amazingly fun. Okay, so you've heard it. She wants you guys to go to the polls. She wants all your votes. She showed you, she told you exactly what her platform is. She is born and raised here. She knows the ins and outs. She is a grant writer. She's got some affordable housing coming on. So hey, what else do you need? What else do you need? So, so again, Miss Lorraine Bowles, go to the polls, get your friends, get your family, make it happen, Captain. All right, thank you so much. So next guest, we've got my sister coming on. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into a commercial so I can find out what's happening with her backstage. So hang tight. We'll be back in just a moment.
Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to the Monalisa Monroe Morning Show. Grab your coffee or your tea, hunty, because we have a lot to talk about. But before we get started on those red hot topics, please go to my website, www.monalisamonroe.com. We've got t-shirts, we've got mugs, we've got toast. Believe me, we've got you covered. And also, you could purchase my book, Life After the Diagnosis. If you know a survivor or you are a survivor, this is the book that you need. Well, let's go ahead and get this party started right, shall we?
For tuning in today. Miss Lorraine Bowles was our first guest on the show this morning. And we have another guest that's going to come on the show today. She is an author of two children's books. And I want to make sure she is safely backstage. So hang tight with me on that part. But I hope you enjoyed Miss Bowles. Miss Bowles is running for the 8th District Commissioner here in Savannah, and she is in a runoff against Miss Buford. So again, she was our first guest. So if you missed it, go and check it out. Hit the replay button and enjoy her interview to let you know what her platform is and to let you know what she's going to do for the 8th district. Um, so hold, let me see what's happening here. Let's see. Trying to get this going here. Let's see. Um, so again, yes, Miss Bowles is running. She is in a runoff with Miss Buford, and she was our first guest on the show today. And I want to thank her again for jumping on with me this morning. That was very appreciative of her to do that this morning with us. And I am sending um, the information to our second guest, which is our author. Let's see. You know when it's live TV, I'm telling you. All right. So let's give this a whirl again here. I'm having issues bringing her on. My apologies. So let's see if this works here. Okay. So until then, again, welcome to the show. This is crazy. This is live is insane because you have no control over what's happening. You just got to roll with it, roll with it. Okay. So yeah. So Miss Bowles was our first guest. Thank you again. Thank you for tuning in to the show this morning. I know this is like crazy, but again, we're gonna work. We're gonna work with it. We're gonna work with it. So our second guest is her name is Treasury Kemp, and she is an author of children's books. And I want to bring her on the show to tell you about her children's book. This is the empowerment of women this morning. We had some powerful guests this morning. We have some powerful guests this morning. And I want to thank you again for tuning in to the show. And again, go to my website, www.monroemonalisa.com to figure out the we do styling, wardrobe styling, and I like you to click like and share the show. Okay, woohoo! She's backstage. Woohoo! My gosh, my gosh. Okay, let me go ahead and bring her on. I am so glad. Hello, Miss Kim. How are you this morning?
Good morning. I'm excited.
Good.
Excited to be here. Thank
Oh,
you for
I'm so
having me.
glad. Thank you for agreeing to come on the show. I'm telling you, this show has been crazy this morning. I mean, I was trying
Really?
to get my first guest on the show. I was trying to get you on the show, but look, we're rolling. We're
Look
rolling. We're
at
good.
God.
We're good.
Yes, we're here.
I know.
Yes.
Look, yes, we are here. We are here. So, to introduce yourself, please, ma'am, let everybody know who you are, please.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Facebook family. My name is Treasury Cash Kemp. I am a self published author. My first book is Tyler Learns to Do Tricks, which is also available mostly on ebook, I think, right now. And then I just released another book on Barnes Nobles called Getting My Parents Ready for Kindergarten, which is live now. All you have to do is go to the Barnes and Noble site, type in either my name or the name of the book, and then you will be able to order that for $8.99. And I also have another release on Amazon called Carla's Special Gift, and it is another beautiful ebook. These are ebooks, by the way. These are ebooks, except for Tyler Learns
Ah,
to Do Trick.
okay.
Tyler Learns to Do Tricks is ebook and it should be print, but I don't know if they're still printing it. But if not, then you should also be able to get that as an ebook. Carla's special gift and getting my parents ready for kindergarten are ebooks. Carla's special gift right now is free with Kindle Unlimited membership. So if you join uh, Kindle Unlimited, you will have access to Carla's special gift for free. So I hope that you will take advantage of that. If not, it is $8.99 to purchase. And I have another book in review, so I will have to get back with you guys on that one. But I also have a degree in child development. I have been teaching for over 30 years, but I would say more formal teaching, 25 years. And I love teaching
Oh, awesome.
children. Yes, I love teaching children. I love empowering children. Tyler Learns to Do Tricks is about indirectly bullying. Even though Tyler is a clownfish and Dolphin is his best friend, even though they're
Mhm.
sea animals, I wanted to be able to let children know indirectly that they have a voice, that they have the power of choice to choose the right type of friends, and how to avoid people or children that are not good friends. And then
Mm.
getting my parents ready for kindergarten is about a little girl named Molly, a curious little girl that's ready for kindergarten, and her concerned parents, in which I'm a parent. I have a 27-year-old beautiful daughter named Amariah, and I have a beautiful grandson that just turned 8 years old yesterday, little Braden.
Woo!
And
Great
I
brain.
know, yes, and I know how it is when your little one is starting school. It is a beautiful
Mm.
experience, but it also can, raise concerns. Sometimes parents are not sure if they're ready or if their children are ready. And
Mhm.
so I wanted to give that perspective, like parents that are concerned, that are not sure, that have reservations, and how Molly gets the help of a special person, which you have to read the book to find out who it is. I'm not going to tell you. She gets the
Oh,
help of a special person to help get her parents ready for kindergarten. And
okay.
then,
Well, we
yeah,
have.
and oh, one more thing. And then Carla's special gift
Mhm.
is about, of course, another little girl named Carla who has three other sisters, which she feels gets all the attention from family members, which we all can
Mm.
relate to that in one way or another. We either are that child or adult child that,
Mm.
can identify
Mhm.
with those feelings, or children have those feelings. And so she feels like, her other three sisters get all the attention for the special things that they do, and that she seems to get ignored. And so
Mm.
she feels like they have special gifts, and she wants to know what her special gift is. And so Molly is going to one day discover what it is. And so you have to read the book to find out
You
how
gotta get the
Molly
book.
discovers.
Okay. Well, we got a question
So it's a
that's
beautiful thing.
all right. So we got a question for you, Miss Arthur, Treasury Kemp. When did you decide to write your first book?
Thank you for that question. You know what? It was, I would say, 2010. I worked with
Mm.
this beautiful young woman named Carmela, and she was a wonderful teacher, beautiful soul. And, we used to always talk about, things that we wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually had already written Tyler Learns to Do Tricks. I just didn't have the pictures with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just thinking I was going to share it with the kids. So I mean, literally, I was not thinking of it as a product. I was
Uh,
just literally just doing something for my class. And when I showed her the book, she said, Treasury, this is a book. I said, huh? And so that was the first time that anybody ever put that seed in me that it was a possibility that I could be writing for children all over the world, not just for my classroom. And so she
Mm-hmm.
said, she was like, I will volunteer to draw some of your illustrations. She said, you need to publish this, and we're going to get a little case study group of kids, and we're going to, I mean, she just, so really, I would say God used her,
Wow.
to let me know that this was bigger than me. This was bigger than my little classroom in that moment. And so that seed got planted, and then it just grew. And then a few years later, I had taken 2 years off from the organization I was working with. And
Mm-hmm.
during that downtime, God just put in my spirit, it's time to write the book. And since I was at home, I said, okay. And so I
Yeah.
just went for it. And it just went from there. Thank you for asking.
Wow. 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 All right. What motivates you is the next question.
Thank you for that question. What motivates me is my love for children. You cannot do this for 30 years without loving children and without feeling like
Mm-hmm.
it's a calling. It's not just a job, it's a calling. And
Mm-hmm.
so I would say, wanting children to know that they're special, that
Mm-hmm.
they have a unique, look that is special to them. They don't need to look like anyone else. I think that's important in today's society. So my books are more universal. My books are not going to be targeted toward a certain race. My books are
Mm-hmm.
going to be universal themes. So I want to let children know they have greatness inside of them, that they are unique and beautiful, whatever they look like, whatever wherever background they come from, they're important, and that they have something to contribute to the world. Just like this book with Carla. This is a seed that's planted in children, letting them know there's something in you that's special. And
Right.
you may not even realize it right now, but just that seed being planted makes you want to look for something. What is it about me that makes me different, that makes me stand out? I also realize that the future is quickly approaching. And
Mm.
so we need to not only let children know that they're unique, that they're special, that they have something to offer, but also that they have a voice. And so I want to empower children to stand up and be who they are created to be. And since I'm a Christian, I believe in God. I believe that God has a purpose for everyone. And so I believe that just my books are going to be able to plant those seeds to have children at a young age to feel strong and to feel confident and to know that they do have a voice. They do, they do have an impact in this world, even as little people. Children are very smart. You would be
Wow.
surprised how much children know. Children
That's
know a
true.
lot more than parents
Yeah,
think
a
they do.
lot more than they let on.
Yeah,
I'm
and
telling you.
they hear
Yeah.
everything, and they come to school and they tell us everything. Okay. And so I'm at the point now where I want to be one of the seed carriers to let children know your future is important, you're important, and I want to let you know that you're on a journey called self discovery, and you matter. You're enough. We don't hear that
Uh,
enough. You
yeah.
are enough. Whoever you are, little or not, you are enough. Thank you.
All right. So, what do you do when you have writer's block? When you just you,
Ooh,
that
wow,
writer's
that
block
is a
is
good
no
question. That is
no
a very
joke.
good question. Thank you for asking that. I had a writer's block. My last book,
I know,
if I'm
right?
not mistaken, was in 2012. Tyler Learns to Do Tricks was over 12 years ago, about 12 years ago.
Was it
And
that
so it was that long ago. And so I
long?
definitely I already had, books written. the book that is in review now, that one is the only one that is a fresh book. But Carla's special gift sat in my closet forever. And
Wow.
getting my parents ready for kindergarten sat in my closet forever because I had the topic, but then getting all the meat of everything took a long time. It just,
Mm,
and that's the thing about writing is that, we go through different seasons. And so we have to let the seasons and let God, work everything together to give us that timing, because
mhm.
to be honest with you, just last week I had a dream, and believe it or not, God told me release these three books right now. And I
Yep.
was like, and I woke up like, woo, wow.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And I said, okay. And I just let God lead me. And basically the doors just flew open for all three
Mm.
books.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I just believe in purpose and timing. And so even if you feel like there's a writer's block, if you feel like that's something is in you, that's innate, that's organic, then trust God's timing. At the right time, He will just let you know this is it. This is the time. 2024 or whatever year you're in, it's
Yeah.
your moment. Just go
Yeah.
for it.
Absolutely. So we just talked about how long it took you, 12 years. And here it says, is it expensive? Was it expensive for you to get those books published?
Well, thank you for that question. For being a self-published author, you have to be very resourceful and you have to do your research. Because when I did Tyler Learns to Do Tricks, I had to pay for the services up front. So
Mm.
it was a little costly. But when you have a dream, honey, the
You
price
gotta
doesn't
invest.
matter.
And you gotta invest in
The
yourself. You
Come
got
on,
to.
that's what I
You got
say.
to.
At the day, the price doesn't matter. But God is good. I researched and found self-publishing platforms that let you publish for free up
Wow.
front. Now,
Hmm.
wait a minute. The caveat is, of course, they take it out of your royalties, but I'm like, take it. I just get my books out there. I trust God.
Right. It's
Yeah.
just like Shark Tank. It reminds me of Shark Tank. Shark Tank always asks the person, how much money did you put in it? So
Yeah.
in other words, how much do you believe in yourself? How
Yeah.
much have you invested in your
Yeah.
own dream?
And
You know,
somebody might
sweat
say,
equity.
yeah, and somebody might say, well, I don't want them to take it out of my royalties. Well, come on, if they're doing a service for you, then of course you want to also support them because it's a win-win situation. I'm helping you because I'm on your platform and I'm getting you business. And then you're
Mm,
helping me by publishing my product first before I even give you any money. So that's a big
right,
deal. So
right,
do your
right,
research. It's out there. Those doors are opening. Self-publishing is easy as long as you do your research.
right,
Thank you for
right.
that question.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Miss Treasury Kemp, honey. So the names of your
Yes.
books, give them the names of your books again and where they can find it, and then any other information that you would like to leave with our viewers this morning.
Okay, so Tyler Learns to Do Tricks can be found on Westbow Press website directly. That is the publisher. And what you can do is if you want to find out, well, let me backtrack. I self published through Westbow Press. So let me make sure I word that correctly. I self published through Westbow Press. So anyway, so you can get it from there directly, or you could just Google the name Tyler Learns to Do Tricks, or you could, type in, it's under my maiden name, Treasury Cash. So you can type in my name, Treasury Cash. It will come up. and then it will show you the different platforms where you can order the ebooks, because I'm not sure if they're still printing. Some places might be printing. Now, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Westbow Press, I believe, is just doing ebooks, if I'm not mistaken. But other platforms, I think, are still printing. Tyler Learns to Do Print. Tyler Learns to Do Tricks. So Tyler Learns to do tricks on some platforms. You are able, at least I really believe, strongly believe, look it up and make sure. But you should be able to get paperback copy of Tyler Learns to Do Tricks. And I really encourage you to get it, because it is really an empowerment for young children, no matter what age. It could go from, I would say, 3 to about maybe 7 or 8, and it will
Mm-hmm.
still identify. Okay. And then my second book is getting my parents ready for kindergarten. And that's through Barnes and Nobles right now. And you can just, go to the Barnes and Nobles site, type in either getting my parents ready for kindergarten, or either you could type in Treasury Cash Kemp, because I'm now married. So my books are under Treasury Cash Kemp. So if you type that in, my book will come up, and it is $8.99. And then my last book is at least so far. I'll get back with you on the other one, but the last one so far, to be continued.
Okay. All right.
Carla's Carla's special gift is on Amazon. So all you have to do is go to Amazon, type in Carla's special gift, or either you could type in Treasury Cash Kemp, and the book should still come up. And like I said, if you will get my book free with a Kindle Unlimited membership. So if you get Kindle Unlimited membership, you will have access to Carla's special gift at no charge. So that is for you, a gift for you.
Oh,
And
wow.
but if you buy it, it's $8.99. And so I encourage you to do either one, whatever works for you. And I will get back with you guys on the next book release once they're done reviewing it. But that's also in the works. And thank you for having me. And just, whenever you see my book, I just want you to know that it's going to be something that not only is entertaining for children that they will want to hear over and over again, but also that is going to instill seeds of greatness and self-esteem, self-love, and also encourage social skills, so that they can positively impact the world. Everybody has something
Absolutely.
great inside of them. So I want to just,
Absolutely.
foster that greatness inside of each child.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for being a guest on the show. And of course, when
You're
that book
welcome.
comes in, you're coming back on the show. So no worries. Just let me
I would
know.
love to.
All
I
right.
would
Thank
love
you
to.
again. Appreciate you.
Okay,
Love you.
thank you
Have a
for
great
having
morning.
me. Love you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Love you.
Love.
Wow, that was amazing. We've had some great guests this morning. We have had Miss Lorraine Bowles and we have had Miss Treasury Kemp on the show this morning. Getting Miss Bowles back on again. Look, Miss Bowles was on this morning. So click like and share the show, replay the show if you want to see Miss Bowles. We're usually on for a total of about 30 minutes. So yeah, we're a little over, but hey, we had some good stuff, good stuff, good. And again, go to Amazon to get the book. And Miss Bowles is running the runoff election here in Savannah for the 8th District Commissioner. Man, we got some empowered women. So powerful, powerful women. So again, check out the show, the information, replay the show. Thank you for tuning in to the Monalisa Monroe Morning Show this morning. I know we started a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, But baby, we ended with a bang. And before I let you go, let me give you a one quick nugget. God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good. Get out there and vote, 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 like my friend said earlier today. Vote, 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 and read, 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 read. And thank you, for tuning in to the show today. What a crazy day! What a crazy day! But it's all good. Live TV. What can you say? Thank you. Y'all have a good one. You here? Talk to you soon. Bye bye.